A major weather shift is heading for Eastern Europe, impacting millions of people across the region. The atmosphere is about to undergo a significant transformation, and it's important to know what's coming. It all begins with persistent rain, soaking city streets and countryside alike. But don't be fooled, this is just the opening act. Colder air is lurking just behind the rain, poised to sweep in and completely transform the landscape. This isn't just a simple temperature drop. It's a full-blown transition, marking the end of autumn's golden hues and ushering in the first real taste of winter. The familiar sights of fall will soon be replaced by a world dusted in white. The end of November promises to be dramatic for Poland, Ukraine, and neighboring countries. The skies will darken, and the weather will become the main story in everyone's day. We're here to make sure you're ready for whatever comes next. Preparation and awareness are your best tools. The story begins with milder, moist air bringing heavy rain, widespread enough to cause localized flooding in low-lying areas and city streets. Commuters and residents should be alert for waterlogged roads and sudden downpours. But the main event is the rapid temperature drop that follows. In just a matter of hours, thermometers will plunge, catching many off guard. A powerful push of Arctic air will surge in, changing everything in its path. The wind will pick up, and the chill will be unmistakable. The atmosphere becomes a battleground between lingering warmth and advancing cold, but the cold is set to win decisively. Expect a swift and dramatic shift. As temperatures drop, the rain will quickly turn to heavy, wet snow, difficult to manage and hazardous for both travel and city infrastructure. Roads will become slick, and visibility may drop. Cities like Warsaw, Krakow, Kiev, and Lviv will face unique challenges as rain systems must adapt to a slushy, heavy blanket of snow. City workers and emergency crews will be on high alert. The timing of this change is crucial, likely hitting during busy morning or evening commutes. This could lead to delays, accidents, and crowded public transport as people try to navigate the wintry mess. Preparation is key to staying safe. Now is the time to dig out your winter gear, check your vehicles, and plan ahead for slippery sidewalks and roads. This isn't just a forecast, it's a heads up. Weather alerts will be issued, and staying informed could make all the difference. The change will be unmistakable, from gray, drizzly rain to a world suddenly coated in heavy, wet snow. The city's appearance will shift almost overnight. Eastern Europe is in for a dramatic weather makeover, with cityscapes transforming before your eyes. The familiar will become unfamiliar in just a few hours. Let's break down how this will unfold, step by step, so you know exactly what to expect and when. Stay with us as we track this transition in real time. Your readiness starts now. Don't let this chilly change catch you off guard. The event begins with persistent heavy rain, driven by a powerful southern low-pressure system that sweeps moisture into the region. Streets quickly become slick, and the sound of rainfall echoes through the city. Temperatures hover just above freezing, saturating the ground and creating large puddles. Drivers must navigate cautiously, as visibility drops and the risk of hydroplaning increases. This persistent wetness sets the stage for slush and ice as the cold front approaches, making every step and turn potentially hazardous. Suddenly, winds intensify and temperatures begin to fall rapidly. A wintry mix of rain, sleet, and snow sweeps in, catching many off guard. This transition zone is the most treacherous. Roads can become icy in mere minutes, turning familiar routes into dangerous traps. The rain stings exposed skin, a chilling warning of the imminent changeover to snow and the deepening cold. Then, almost without warning, heavy, wet snow begins to fall. Large flakes swirl through the air, accumulating rapidly on every surface. This high water content snow clings to everything: trees, power lines, cars, and rooftops, transforming the city into a winter landscape. The weight of this snow is a major concern, much heavier than typical winter powder. Branches bend, power lines sag, and shoveling becomes a strenuous task. As temperatures plunge below freezing, slush quickly hardens into solid ice, concealing treacherous patches beneath a fresh layer of snow. Untreated roads and sidewalks become slick sheets of ice, making walking and driving extremely dangerous for everyone. Travel becomes extremely difficult, if not impossible, as vehicles get stuck and streets empty out. Public transportation grinds to a halt, with delays and cancellations stranding commuters and disrupting daily routines. The combination of heavy snow, fierce winds, and plummeting temperatures creates a formidable winter storm, reducing visibility and increasing the risk of accidents. Remarkably, this entire sequence, from soaking rain to icy roads and heavy snow, can unfold in less than 12 hours, leaving little time to react. Quick action and heightened awareness are essential. Emergency crews rush to salt roads, and news alerts urge residents to prepare. If possible, stay off the roads and remain indoors. Prepare for significant disruptions to daily life and services. The storm's impact will be swift and severe, testing the resilience of the city and its people as they face the full force of winter. What's driving this sudden and dramatic change in the weather? Why are cities that were recently wet and mild now bracing for a deep freeze and heavy snow? The answer, as it turns out, lies far to the north, in the heart of the Arctic. The polar vortex, a massive spinning circulation of intensely cold air, usually acts like a barrier, keeping the harshest winter chills locked up near the pole. But this year, something unusual is happening. The vortex is weakening and starting to wobble, sending huge lobes of Arctic air spilling southward, far beyond their usual boundaries. One of these icy lobes is now aimed directly at Eastern Europe, setting the stage for a major weather event. This displaced Arctic air acts as the engine behind the powerful cold front sweeping across the region. As the frigid air surges south, it collides with pockets of milder, moisture-laden air, sparking the formation of a winter storm. The cold air forces the warmer air to rise rapidly, causing moisture to condense, first as rain, then quickly transforming into heavy, wet snow as temperatures plummet. While the polar vortex itself isn't directly over Poland or Ukraine, its instability is being felt across the region, bringing snow and chaos to daily life. This ripple effect from the Arctic rearranges weather patterns, setting the perfect stage for this dramatic rain-to-snow event. The intense, sustained cold that follows is the final ingredient, turning a simple storm into a major winter event. The sheer strength of this Arctic blast is directly tied to the polar vortex's instability, making the cold even more biting and persistent. Understanding this chain reaction helps explain why the weather can shift so suddenly and dramatically, catching so many off guard. In the end, the Arctic's wobble is winter's unmistakable calling card for Eastern Europe, a reminder of how distant forces can shape our everyday lives. Cities like Warsaw, Krakow, and Gdansk are directly in the path of this transition. Heavy rains will test drainage systems, especially in older neighborhoods. As wet snow arrives, problems multiply. Sticky snow clings to everything. Trams and buses will be affected by snow and ice on power lines and slushy streets. Traffic will slow dramatically. Commute times will soar. The weight of wet snow threatens tree branches, power lines, and urban infrastructure. Power outages and blocked roads are likely. Sidewalks become treacherous for pedestrians. City life will be fundamentally altered until the storm passes and cleanup begins. Urban resilience will be put to the test. Kyiv, Lviv, and Kharkiv face similar threats. Heavy rain will strain storm drains, especially with fallen leaves clogging them. Localized street flooding will disrupt traffic in sprawling cities like Kyiv. The transition to wet snow will bring cities to a near standstill. Kyiv's hills and Lviv's cobblestones will become hazardous for vehicles and pedestrians. Public transport will struggle with slick, slushy roads. Power outages are a major concern as heavy snow brings down tree limbs and lines. Daily life will be disrupted, groceries, commutes, and services all affected. Municipal crews will focus on main roads, leaving side streets snowbound. The best advice: stay home if you can, and let emergency crews work. Wet snow is uniquely disruptive in cities. It creates thick slush, reducing traction and causing accidents. Disabled vehicles can gridlock highways for hours. Public transport faces severe delays. Buses and trams struggle in slush and ice. Heavy snow can freeze track switches and bring down power lines, halting trams. Air travel is affected. Delays, cancellations, and de-icing backlogs at major airports. Emergency services are slowed by hazardous streets. Deliveries, appointments, and businesses are all disrupted. The city's interconnected systems become fragile. Urban life slows or stops until the snow ends and cleanup begins. Wet snow paralyzes city life like few other weather events. Preparation is your best defense. Charge devices, gather flashlights, and have extra batteries ready. Stock up on non-perishable food, water, and essential medications for at least 72 hours. Fill containers with water for drinking and sanitation. If you have a fireplace or stove, ensure you have dry fuel. Avoid travel if possible. Work from home if you can. If you must drive, clear all snow and ice from your vehicle. Keep your gas tank at least half full, and pack an emergency kit. Include blankets, warm clothing, snacks, water, a shovel, sand or cat litter, and jumper cables. Keep your phone charged and have a car charger. If stranded, stay in your vehicle for shelter and run the engine periodically, ensuring the exhaust is clear. Plan for delays and stay informed. Your preparation can make all the difference. Stay safe and ready. If you must go outside, dress in layers. Moisture-wicking base insulating middle waterproof outer. Protect your head, hands, and feet with warm waterproof gear. Wear boots with good traction to avoid wet, cold feet and slips. Walk cautiously. Assume any wet surface could be icy. Watch for falling branches or power lines weighed down by snow. Be extra careful crossing streets. Drivers have reduced visibility and longer stopping distances. Shoveling wet snow is strenuous. Take it slow, push rather than lift, and use your legs. Take frequent breaks and stay hydrated. If you have health issues, ask for help with snow removal. Your safety is more important than a clear sidewalk. Stay alert to your surroundings. Dress smart, move carefully, and avoid unnecessary risks. Surviving the storm starts with smart choices outdoors. This late November storm will be disruptive. Expect travel delays, power outages, and a slowdown of daily life. The challenges are real, but the storm will pass. Cleanup will be a massive effort, but communities will come together. Preparation and awareness are key to staying safe. Charging devices, stocking supplies, and dressing warmly make a real difference. Stay informed through reliable weather sources. This is the first major wintry blast, a signal that winter is here. The next few days will be tough, but calmer weather will follow. Cities will recover, and a beautiful winter landscape will emerge. Stay safe, stay warm, and be prepared. We'll get through this together.